Quest Audiobooks presents an unabridged recording of Blood Waterfalls by T.G. Reid, narrated by Steve Worsley. Prologue. Richard Jones scrambled up the last few feet of Craig End Cap and onto the flat granite plate that perched precariously on the hill's summit. For a moment, he stood in awe of the breathtaking vista before him, a cinemascopic panorama of hills and glens, peeking above a thick carpet of whipped cream mist that was stubbornly refusing to leave the valley. When he'd set off the night before in the pitch dark and the rain, he hadn't felt very optimistic of capturing anything worthwhile, but the forecast promised a glorious solstice day, so he persuaded his brain to forego the seductive warmth of his bed, catch the last train to Car Bridge, and head for the hills. He set up the tripod and snapped his large format camera into the clips on the top. With a quick readjustment of the tripod legs and a fiddle with the settings, he pressed the shutter button and the camera took 10 consecutive shots, capturing the spectacle before the sun rose too high and its beams ruined the image. After another 4 or 5 shots, he carefully shifted the tripod over to the farthest edge of the outcrop, setting it down within a few centimetres of the sheer drop beyond. Reducing the height of the tripod, he dropped onto his haunches and squinted through the viewfinder, adjusting the angle and focus to capture the top of Braeburn Falls as the roar of bubbling, crimson-tinted water tumbled down the cliffside into the deep pool 30 metres below. At this time of year, the iron sediment in the river was at its highest, and the deep red discoloration of the water gave the falls a strange and unique hue that attracted visitors from miles around. He clicked some prep shots and checked the results. His heart raced. He knew immediately this was going to be very special. He glanced up at the ascending sunrise. A single ray flashed across the sky and hit the centre of the waterfall, the light exploding in all directions. "Bingo!" Richard yelled with delight, and pressed the shutter button again, capturing the fleeting, perfect moment before it vanished forever. Pulling the tripod back from the edge, he unclipped the camera and sat on a boulder. With shaking hands, he scrolled through his initial images until he landed on the money shot. He held his palm over the screen and scrutinized the image.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?